Hello and welcome to the Living Hope Thought for the Day. Today we want to just include some thoughts on the book of Lamentations. Lamentations is, I suppose, in some ways an extension to Jeremiah, but it does contain some very interesting verses and passages. It's quite interesting really how sometimes an almost obscure book can contain a phrase that is well rehearsed in other areas of Christian life. Of course, there's the whole sense of baby boys being killed and the whole lamentation, the prophetic sense of what would happen in Bethlehem when Herod was trying to get rid of Jesus. But maybe in chapter 3 and verse 22 and 23, maybe we have particular verses of interest. Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. Well, it's just amazing how one of the most popular hymns is probably Great is Your Faithfulness. It's just something that we are so grateful for. That God is a good God and every day is a gift from him. Even though this may be another Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday or whatever day of the week it is, there's never been a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday like this one. There's never been a period of 24 hours quite like the one that you are in at the very moment that you're watching this program. God's mercies are new every morning. It's not just another day. It's a day that has never ever been seen before in history, uniquely crafted by God, and a day in which he is looking to bless you. And one of the major ways that God blesses us is by loving us and constantly caring for us, regardless of how much we're loving and caring for him. We are not consumed. His compassions never fail. Great is your faithfulness. God's goodness and God's faithfulness mercifully are not dependent upon us. They are part of his character. God is a God who will always be consistent to his word. He won't become someone different to who he is. He doesn't have good days and bad days. He doesn't have moments of great joy, moments of great sadness. He's the same. Whether the weather is shining and the sun is bright, or whether it's pouring down with rain or a gale is blowing, God is faithful. God is faithful whether we're by the bedside of a loved one who's dying, or whether we're at the wedding of someone whose new life with their partner is beginning, or at the birth of a baby. God is faithful. He is there. He is there in the times of grief and he's there in the times of joy. He's there in the times when we have our family around us and feel so blessed to be part of a large family. And he's there when you're on your own and there's no one else to be seen. He's there at those hours of the night when you feel isolated, and he's there in the joys of the day when you may have many around you. Great is your faithfulness. And it's to that living God that we look, and it's to that living God that we put our trust. We know he's faithful. We know that because Jesus Christ came in the flesh. And even though he knew what it was to be hungry, he knew what pain was, he knew what suffering was, he knew what the ridicule of men and women were, he knew all about the things of this life, but he never sinned. He was faithful to the Father. He kept the will and the word of his Father thoroughly in every conceivable way. And when he offered himself as a sacrifice for your sin and my sin, we can come into relationship with him. He is faithful. Faithful is he who called us. Faithful, he will do it. Let us be faithful to him. God bless you.